Hello everybody and welcome back to the Blossom Crochet channel. In this quick crochet tutorial I will be showing you how to crochet this absolutely beautiful secret garden scarf. Now it's a very simple one row repeat and we're only using one type of stitch as well, so it's absolutely perfect for any skill level and it's probably genuinely one of the easiest scarf patterns that you'll ever be able to make. So if this is your first time visiting my channel, or if you are a returning viewer but don't yet subscribe, then please do click on the subscribe button and also click on the bell so that you can receive notifications for whenever I upload a new video tutorial, because there is a large amount of you that watch my videos but aren't yet set up for notifications, so please make sure you do that now. So I'll just give you a closer look at this lovely scarf pattern. So I've called it the Secret Garden Scarf purely because of the yarn that I'm using. It is literally what I thought of the first time I laid eyes on it. I just thought it looked like a beautiful garden coming up. You can see from the greens through to the flowers, how I imagined it, and then the sky, and then back to the ground, to the grass, and the petals coming up. So that is why I called it the Secret Garden Scarf. The yarn that I'm using here is the King Cole Hedgerow Chunky, and this is the shade called Dewdrop. That is what I've used for this one here. So you can use absolutely any type of yarn that you like. The only thing I would say is that no matter what type of yarn you're using, go up at least, and I mean at least, one full hook size, potentially even two, because it's quite a tight stitch, so you're going to want to go up a hook size or two to get that nice softness and drape for a scarf. You can see it stays nice and straight, however, the edges are ever so slightly bobbled out, but I actually quite like that for a finish on a scarf. I don't mind it at all. I think it actually adds a nice little bit of detail, but you can see it's straight but just not perfectly smooth. So yeah, at least a full hook size, and we're just going to jump straight in. You can finish it by just looping it together to make an infinity scarf, or you can finish it with some fringe, and I will leave a link to the tutorial for adding fringe in the description box. Okay, so we've got our slip knot on our hook, and you're going to just chain an odd number. So whatever width you want your project to be, just make sure it's an odd number. So yarn over, pull through, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you just complete your odd number of stitches. Now you can chain absolutely any amount that you like. Obviously it's hard for me to give you an exact number because it depends on your chosen yarn and what hook size you're using. But I would just say that my scarf that I showed you at the beginning is about 6 inches in width, just to give you an idea. So now we're going to start working back along, and you want to find the third chain. So you've got 1, 2 and 3. And for the entirety of this project, we're going to be using double crochet. So that is a UK double crochet. So in the US, these will be your single crochet. And that is what we're going to be using all the time. So in that third chain, you'll insert your hook, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through both of those loops. And then back into that same chain, you'll insert your hook and do another UK double or US single. So you've got 2 stitches worked into that chain. You're then going to miss the next chain, so you're going to skip this chain here, and then you'll put 2 doubles into the next chain. So that's 1 and 2. Again, skip a chain and 2 doubles. And you'll work that all the way along until you get to where you started on your slip knot. So skip 1 and 2 doubles, and I will meet you towards the end in just a second. So you should be finishing with a skip chain and then 2 doubles into that very last chain. So 1 and 2. At this point we're going to chain 2 and turn our work, and we're going to, oops, sorry, I've got a little knot there, and you're going to skip the top of that very first stitch where we've just come up from, and you're going to work straight into the second stitch. So skip the first one and straight into the second, going through the whole of the stitch to get the V across the top, you will do 2 doubles. And then again, skip the next stitch, 2 doubles in the one after. 1 and 2. Skip the next stitch and 2 doubles in the next. And again, that is what you will do all the way across, and I will meet you as you get towards the end and I will show you how to finish your row. So as you get to the end, you will be skipping one and then you'll have your final stitch to work into. You can see I've got 2 stitches there left, so I'll skip one and work my 2 double crochet into that last stitch. So 1 and 2. Again, chain 2 and turn, skip the top of that very first stitch and 2 doubles straight into the next. 1 and 2. Skip one and then 2 doubles. If you want to change colour at any point, or if you need to add a new ball, then I will leave a link to a colour changing tutorial in the description box. But I'm sure you all have your own preferred ways to do that, but there will be a link there for anyone that wants it. So again, you'll work that all the way across by skipping one and 2 doubles. And again, I will meet you in just a second just to finish off this row. So as you get towards the end on each row, this will always be the same. You'll have 2 stitches left and then you'll have the chain 2 as well. You're always going to ignore that chain 2. You're literally just going to pretend it's not there at all, and you will skip one and always work your last 2 doubles into the last proper stitch. You will ignore completely the chains at the end, and that is what will give you the ever so slight curves on the ends of each of your rows, which I think just adds a nice little detail, and it still keeps your edges nice and straight. You're not going to deviate and go all wonky. So that is the row there that we've just done. You will repeat that over and over again until your scarf is the length that you want it to be. And as I say, at that point you can choose whether you want to loop it for an infinity scarf or whether you're going to add some fringe along the bottom or tassels. You can literally do whatever you like, or you can leave it just plain. It's totally up to you, but you will repeat it as many times as you want and you will end up with something that looks like this. So it's a very easy stitch pattern. It creates a nice bit of texture, a nice bit of detail. It works beautifully for variegated yarns, but also a solid, that's not, I don't even think that's a word, but even a solid colour yarn would look really beautiful and you would see that stitch definition even more. But I just wanted to show you a super simple 1 row repeat, 1 stitch pattern that gives you something beautiful at the end of it, and I really do hope that you have liked this one. If you have, please do remember to give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment to let me know what you think, but I will see you for another tutorial really soon. But thank you as always for watching, and bye for now.